Good morning, General.
Good morning, my lord.
Now, General, I've already let you in direct. Now the aim is to clarify on a few aspects.
Thank you, my lord.
Bese ngiqaleke nawe ngobufakazi ukuthi nje ngicacelewe kwindawo nje ezithize.
My lord, I want to say that from the beginning, I'm the one who texted the National Commissioner about the information of Zungu.
Ngiyafuna ke ukuthi ngikusho ke kwaseqaleni ukuthi kwakuyimina ke owathumela ke umhafazi ke National Commissioner mayelana ke nolwazi lwakhe uZungu.
The version of Zungu was believable because he's a relative of all these accused.
Futhi ke okwashiwo uZungu noma ke inkulumo kaZungu kwakuyinkulumo ke oyikholelwayo ke noma oyikholwayo ngoba ke uyisihlobo sabo bonke abasolwa.
Before this meeting with Zungu, there was no information at all.
Ngaphambi kwalomhlangano noZungu alukho ulwazi olwalukhona.
Everything started when the National Commissioner called Brigadier Gininda to also contact me.
Kuzoqala ke ngesikhathi uNational Commissioner eseqhumana noBrigadier Gininda ukuthi ke axhumane nami.
I gave all the support, my lord.
Nganikeza ke ukweseka konke inkosi enkantolo.
The only issue which I want to brief the court is that when Brigadier Gininda called me to give a statement, I thought everything is fine, no problem at all.
Phela nje kodaba inkosi enkantolo kwayinesikhathi kuBrigadier Gininda engibiza ukuthi ke ngizonikeza ngestatement ngicabanga ukuthi ke konke kukahle kwangena inkinga.
I don't want to repeat everything, my lord, and then from there when he said to me that Brigadier General Advocate Balu calls me, I realized that there was a problem.
Angifisike ukuthi ke ngiphinde konke ke inkosi enkantolo kodwa ngesikhathi athi kumina ke uadvocate uBaloyi ke ufisa ukuthi angibone ila engathola khona ukuthi manje khona inkinga.
Lastly, my lord, if I change the statement,
ukugcina inkosi enkantolo uma kuukuthi ngangisishintshile istatement
Advocate Balu is not aware what was going to happen.
Uadvocate uBaloyi akazi ukuthi yini eyayizokwenzeka.
They were going to arrest me immediately
Abezongibopha ngaleso sikhathi leso
and charge me with defeating my lord.
Bangitheseke icala lokuphazamisa ke umthetho ngendlela osebenza ngayo.
That's why I told him that no, I'm going to stick at what I know and nothing else.
Ingabo ngabatshela ukuthi mina ke ngizoma kuloko engikwaziyo hayo kunye.
I want to also thank you, the judge, because this case is not a simple case. For my 38 years, it's the first time I see this type of a case, my lord.
Nawe ke inkosi enkantolo ngiyafisa ukuthi ke ngikubongeke ngoba ke kuminyaka ke u38 engiyisebenzile icala ke elikanjena ke kuokoqala ke ukuthi ke ngihlangane nalo.
And I'm happy with what is going on here, my lord.
Ngiyathokozela ke okwenzekayo la inkosi enkantolo.
Thank you.
Now, thank you, General. General, like I said, we are not going to rehash the issues afresh. We are just seeking clarification on a few aspects. And also, General, I'm going to request you, like I did last time, allow me to finish my questions before you answer.
Yes, my lord.
Allow Mr. Jonase as well an opportunity to interpret, so keep it short.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, thank you so much. Ngizophinda ke ukuthi ke ngisho kwena General ukuthi ke angeke siphinde bese sikhulumile ngabo ukuthi nje la ekungacacile khona ukuthi ke ngibuze khona ngiphinde ngiceleke ukuthi nanje ngoba bengenzile naqala ukuthi ke ngivumeleke ukuthi ke ngiuqede umbuze ukuthi uyaphendula uvumeleke nokuthi ke utolika atolike ukuthi ke impendulo zibe mfishane.
Now, General, at the beginning of the cross-examination by my learned friend, you were taken to task about viewing a video clip of the proceedings here in court where Constable Zungu testified that he was present at the hostel on the 26th of October 2014. You recall that?
I recall that, my lord.
Ngesikhathi ke umshushisi eqala ukubuza imibuzo ubuziwe ke ngodaba lokuthi ke wabukela ke ubufakazi bakhe uConstable Zungu ku TV ngesikhathi ke ethula ubufakazi ngokuthi ke wayekhona ke ehostel yebo ngakhumbula lokho.
and you were also asked whether you had watched all the testimony of Constable Zungu. Remember that?
I remember, my lord.
Wabuzwa ke nokuthi ke ingabe wabheka bonke yini ubufakazi bukaZungu. Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Now, it is common cause that you were approached to make a sworn statement on the 5th
Sorry,
of...
my lord. I remember I said I saw some of them, not everything.
Yes.
Ngiyakhumbula ngishilo ke ukuthi ngabona nje ingxenye yobufakazi, angizange ngibone bonke.
Now, it is common cause that you were approached to make a sworn statement on the 5th of October 2023. Is that correct?
It's correct, my lord.
Kwakunge 5 October ke 2023 uma ucela ukuthi ke wenzeke istatement. Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
And it is further common cause that at the time you made the sworn statement, Constable Zungu had already started testifying in these proceedings on the 7th of September 2023.
Yes, my lord.
Futhi ke nokuthi ngesikhathi ke ucela ukuthi wenze istatement ngaso uConstable Zungu yena ke wayeseqalile ukwethula ubufakazi la enkantolo nge-7 September 2023. Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Now, General, do you know of any legal duty or administrative duty that bars a potential witness from watching the proceedings of a case in which they were involved?
No, my lord, especially when it's televised all over.
Ingaba khona ke yini okwaziyo ngokusemthethweni noma ke okuwumthetho ukuthi ke uma ngabe umuntu ezoba ufakazi noma kungenzeka ukuthi abizwe enkantolo njengofakazi ukuthi kukhona yini ke ngokomthetho kumvimbayo ukuthi ke abukeke okwenzekayo noma ke icala lelo cha ikakhulukazi ke uma icala lelo ke livezwe ke indawo yonke noma ke lokumabona kude libonakala indawo yonke.
Now, did you watching that video clip affect your statement that you made in any way?
Not at all, my lord.
Ingabe ke ukubuka kwakho ke leyo ngxenye ke yobufakazi ngaba kwaba nomthelela yini ke istatement sakho wasenza? Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to clarify. And in fact, there are no standing orders or regulations to, like we have in the States, where a witness is sequestered from watching the proceedings. We don't have that in South Africa.
We don't
right?
have that, my lord.
Futhi ke lana ke eNingizimu Afrika asinako ke nje uma kukhona ke estate ukuthi ke ufakazi ke abukeleke ufakazi noma ke icala uma liqulwa asinako lo.
And at the time you made a statement, you were not even subpoenaed or knew that you were going to be called one day to come and testify in this trial, correct?
No, my lord. Remember that I am on pension. I was at home when I got information that Brigadier Gininda want me high and low, and he did not find me. I was surprised from there. I drove and come back to Gauteng, my lord.
Okay.
Futhi ke ngaleso sikhathi ke leso ubukela ke yona ke uma bona kude ke noma ubheka bona ke ubufakazi lobo ukuthi ke futhi noba ungekazi noma ungekathola incwadi eshoyo ke kwena ukuthi uzobizwa uze enkantolo ungazi. Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ngangisekhaya futhi ngase ngizwa ke ukuthi ke uyangifuna ke uBrigadier Gininda nokuthi akangitholi kwangimangaza ke lokho ingakho ngasuka ke ekhaya ngabuya ngeza ngala.
Now, General, I'm going exactly to that point. When you were approached by the investigating officer in this matter, Brigadier Gininda, to come and make a statement on the 5th of October 2023, were you told the purpose for making such a statement?
No, from the beginning they said they want a statement, and then I submitted it. But when I was busy writing a statement, Gininda said, "Are you starting from the time you were at the province?" And he was not happy about it. He said, "No, you know what? I cannot lie. I must state exactly when I knew about this case. I was the Deputy Provincial Commissioner of Gauteng, but I could know that now he was not happy about it. But I didn't have a problem because of after taking a statement, he read it to me and I was happy."
Ingabe ke ngaleso sikhathi leso ke ngabe watshelwa yini ke ukuthi ke istatement leso ke kungani ke befuna istatement kuwena eqaleni nje bathi ke cha bafuna nje istatement kodwa ngathi uma sengiqala ke ukusibhala wambuza kuGininda awu ingabe manje ubhala istatement uqala ngesikhathi ke oku province ingaso yini na ngathi mina ke kufanele ngibhaleke lokho engikwaziyo ke noma ngisho lokho engikwaziyo kodwa ke kwathi ke ngabona ukuthi cha akaneme nje kodwa ke wathi mangabe ke esengifundela sona ke istatement leso yebo ke ngavumelana naso noma ke ngangijabulile ngaso.
And when you know I was writing there, he kept on saying, you know what, I want your statement to corroborate that of Zungu, but he did not show me the statement of Zungu.
Futhi ke nanjengoba ngangiqhubeka ke ngibhala washo ke kumina ke ukuthi ke engikufunayo ke kuwena ukuthi ke istatement sakho sihambisane ke nestatement sakhe uZungu kodwa akaze angitshengise istatement sika Zungu.
But I know that the information we having that there were two people there, and then he also believed, and he also supported me to say yes, what you are saying, I believe in you, that there were two people, and those guys who were inside their house, there's no way in which they could have shown, but the two people came in, and it's where me and him we understood each other.
Futhi ke nanjengoba ke ngangibhala ke istatement sona ke leso ila khona ke udaba lolu ke luvela khona ke le ukuthi ke kwakunabantu ababili abangena endlini ukuthi sivumina naye ke sikhuluma into eyodwa ukuthi cha ayikho nje indlela ukuthi labo ababephakathi endlini kuyibona abadubula savumelana ke mina naye ukuthi impela ke kunabantu ababili abangena.
The only time I was surprised is when he said, you know what, you are wanted by Advocate Baloyi.
La enga mangala khona ke kungesikhathi engitshela ukuthi ke uyafuna uAdvocate Baloyi.
And I was worried.
Sorry, General. If you may allow me to lead you, because I said we are not going to rehash the issues, otherwise you'll be here for weeks on end. You won't enjoy your pension. Now you say, and I'll come to this in depth because you're raising it now. You say that Brigadier Gininda, at that time you are writing the statement, says to you, you must corroborate what Zungu said.
Yes, my lord.
We
And did
are
he
sure.
sorry, Dr. Jonas. Go on.
No, proceed.
Okay. Did he tell you to what extent or what you should corroborate?
No, you just say, you know what, we want you to corroborate. And the way I read you was that what I'm going to write there, because I was speaking exactly what happened, they will understand, it will help them a lot.
Nanjengoba usho ke ukuthi ke wayethi inkulumo yakho ayihambisani nokushiwo uZungu ngaba washo yini ukuthi ihambisane naye ke ufika kuphi noma mayilanani akaze asho ke kodwa nje ngangibuzwa noma ke mina ke ngangitholela kona ukuthi nje lokho ngikubhalayo ke kona lapho ukuthi kube yinto ke abazoyizwa bona.
Now, at the beginning of this, I said we are going to the making of the statement on the 5th of October 2023. And I asked you, did they tell you the purpose for making that statement?
No, they said, we want a statement.
Okay.
Uma umbuzo uthi ke bakutshela yini inhloso nenjongo yokuthi wenze istatement bathi nje kumina bafuna istatement.
And in making that statement, did you depose to your own personal knowledge regarding your interaction with Constable Zungu in March of 2019?
Yes, man.
Engakubhala ke lapho yilokho ke mina ke engangikwazi engakuthola kuyena ke kuZungu ngoMarch ka2019.
And as you say, before you deposed to your own statement on the 5th of October 2023, you were never shown or had sight of the statement of Constable Zungu.
No, my lord.
Made on the 30th of May 2023.
No, my lord.
Uyasho ke ukuthi ke ngaphambi kokuthi ke noma nangesikhathi lesi owenza ke wena istatement sakho wawungakaze ukhonjiswe ke istatement sika Zungu awasenza ngezipheti zika May 2023 abazange bangikhombise ngoSenkantolo.
And were you informed by the investigating officer Brigadier Gininda that in his statement Constable Zungu says he was present at the hostel on the 26th of October in the presence of the accused persons before court?
No, my lord. Not at all.
Ingabe watshelwa yini ke ukuthi kwistatement sakhe uZungu uthi wayekhona ehostel ndawonye nabasolwa ke laba nge-26 ka-October cha ngoSenkantolo.
Now, when did you see Constable Zungu's statement of the 30th of May 2023 for the first time?
No, from this court, when they were asking me myself in this court, my lord,
Manje ke ukusibona istatement esikaZungu ke wasibona nini noma uqale nini ukusibona khona la enkantolo ngesikhathi ngisikhonjiswa uwena ke Nkosi enkantolo.
And also when I saw it one day when I was talking over the TV, and then but I did not worry because I know that Brigadier Kininda is even my statement. They know where I stated everything.
Futhi ke nanga mabona kudeke uma ngesikhathi ke wayikhuluma ngaso ke thula ubufakazi ke kodwa ke lapho ke akuzange lokho ke ngibe noma kube khona ke kungihluphayo ngoba ngangazi ukuthi ke uBrigadier Kininda unaso istatement sami bayazi ke ukuthi ngathini kusona noma ngisho konke kusona.
Now, when you saw the statement of Constable Zungu for the first time here in court, and you were taken through that statement, particularly the first portions, paragraphs 1 to 8, where he speaks about his involvement on the 26th of October 2014 at Basotho Hostel, together with all the accused persons that are before court. What was your reaction?
My Lord,
sorry, Mlad, as a court, please, really, I don't understand this line of questioning. It's supposed to be questions in re-examination, but it sounds like he's cross-examining his own witness. We submit, my Lord, that that is not the correct procedure to follow.
I can't cross-examine my own witnesses. I'm clarifying with the witness because he says he sees that first statement for the first time here in court, and he hears the allegations about Zungu being at the hostel, having interactions together with all the parties that are before court, the accused persons.
my Lord, to be honest, I was happy when Kininda was able to crack him because I never used force on him. Maybe use any other information. I was disturbed only when he added a sword to sort of fortify some statement there.
Just like the issue of cracking when Kininda cracked him.
Because according to me, I said, you know what? Even if he never told me anything, but the team of Kininda were able to crack the case. I don't know how they crack them, but what was disturbed was that they added my name to fortify whatever good job they've done.
Okwenzekayo ke lana bakungithokozisake noma kwangithokozisake uma ngabe ngithola ke ukuthi ke uKininda wakwazike noma waphumelela ke ukuthi ke abe nomphumela ke kuyena ngoba kumina ke akazange asho konke kodwa ke la ekungazange ngiphatheke kahle khona ke kwakuyila khona ke manje sekufakwa ke nelami igama noma kushiwo ke ekungasikona ngami.
Okay. Now let's move to the next aspect, General. You have testified that you were pressurized to attribute the first-hand knowledge of the incident of Constable Zungu, of Kwabeni, having heard from Constable Zungu that he did not hear from Constable Zungu, but he did not hear from Kwabeni, but he heard from Constable Zungu himself. Remember that evidence?
Yeah, that one was when I was
as the court, please, my Lord, really. The court has mentioned that what happens in chambers is privilege, and secondly, there's no statement that was deposed to that effect, my Lord. We submit that to keep on rehashing these issues takes the matter no further. I don't know what the purpose thereof is, my Lord.
Yeah.
General, didn't you testify that you were pressurized to change your statement?
What I said, my Lord, is that now Brigadier Kininda and also Advocate Balui. I even said, I spoke about 4 times to say when he was asking me to say, this, you know what, I cannot take this statement the way it is to call. It's a hearsay. It's where, okay.
Ingabe wethule ubufakazi yini bokuthi ke wawufakela ingcindezi yokuthi ke ushintshe istatement sakho ngikushilo ke lokho amahlandla ke aze kuba amahlandla amane ukuthi ke uyena ke uBrigadier Kininda ndaye ke uadvocate ukuthi ke basho ukuthi ke awungeke istatement lesi ngalendlela esingayo usithathe uhambe naso siye enkantolo.
And deep in his heart, he knows that is what he's told me. But now, Kininda said, and I know that the plan was not coming from him, because Kininda was saying that, you know, as long as you can state that now it is not, you didn't head from Gwabini, but we heard from Zungu, we are fine.
Naye ke uyakwazi ke lokho ekujuleni kwenhliziyo yakhe futhi ke ngiyakholwa ke ukuthi ke kwangasiyona ke into eyayiqhamuka kuyena uGininda esho ke ukuthi ke uma nje ungasho noma ungasho ukuthi ke lokhu kwakuqhamuka kuGwabini kodwa uthi kwakubuya kuZungu ulungile
To corroborate Zungu.
ukuthi ke inkulumo ihambisane nenkulumo kaZungu.
Thank you, General. Let's move to another aspect. You have testified that you and General Modise then attend upon KwaZulu-Natal for the purposes of interviewing Mthokozi Sithwala and Tumelo Madala. Recall that?
Yes, my lord.
Uthule ubufakazi ke ukuthi nasenihamba ke wena ke nayo uBrigadier Modise naya eKZN inhloso ke kwakuyokhuluma ke noMthokozi Sithwala noTumelo Madlala yebo ngosenkantolo.
And that indeed you had a successful interview with Mthokozi Sithwala, but when it was time to interview Tumelo Madala, you then received a call. Remember that?
Yes, my lord.
Ukuthi ke ngempela ke ukuthi naphumelela ke ukuthi nikhulume naye ke uMthokozi Sithwala kodwa ke makwakusekufanele manje niyokhuluma naye uTumelo Madlala nasenithola ucingo yebo ngosenkantolo.
And the essence of the call was that you should refrain from interviewing Tumelo Madala because there was a captain from the national office that was tasked with that job, correct?
Exactly this, what we are saying, my lord, that I was personally contacted by my previous Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mutiba, to say, hey, General Shaban, please, now that you have done that with the witness number one, don't ever go and talk to Tumelo Madala, because the persecution they are saying, they are serious. Captain Buthelezi is going to crack the case. And he did say that, you know what, he was speaking with Advocate Pretorius, that please don't ever go there and talk, because now, and I was, even if I was disturbed with Modise, but with what you know what, it's a shortcut, maybe we are going to crack the case. But to be stopped as a Deputy Provincial Commissioner, I was worried. Yes. Because I thought maybe they should have allowed me to go there as a general and hear, so that no, even if I got something there, the same person was going to tell the truth.
Yes. Now, you said you complied with the request. Sorry, Tate Jonas. General, sorry, Tate Jonas, before that, let me just lay the ground rules. General, please, like I said, keep it sentence by sentence, allowing the interpreter to do his work as well.
Okwenzeka ukuthi ngathola ucingo emuva ke ukuthi sengikhulume naye uMthokozi Sithwala olakuya ke kulo waye umphathi wami ke ngaleso sikhathi uProvincial Commissioner uGeneral Mutiba ukuthi ke manje bona ke bathole umbiko obuya ke kubona ke abashushisi walisho futhi ke negama lakhe ke uAdvocate Pretorius ukuthi ke asingasaqhubeki nanoma ke singaphathekile kahle mina naye ke obundise kodwa ke sathi ke cha asingeke siqhubekeke ukuthi ke siqhubeke sihambe siyokhuluma naye uTumelo Madlala ngoba besho ke ukuthi ke abashushisi bayasho ukuthi ke kuno captain ke owayezoza ke noma aye khona ke KZN ayokhuluma naye ke uTumelo Madlala kodwa ke nanoma ngaphathekile kahle ukuthi mina manje sengiyavinjwa ke ngiuGeneral futhi ngiyona ke iDeputy Provincial Commissioner kodwa ke uma babethi bona ke cha loyo captain loyo ke wayezothi ke noma kwakukhona awayezokuthola ke kulona icala kodwa ke sekukanjalo ke sabuya noBrigadier Modise.
Okay. Then you stated that you were then summoned to the residence of Advocate Chauke, and that is something that you were eager to elaborate here in court. Now this is your moment. Can you elaborate?
Thank you, my lord. When it was during the weekend when we called this place, because he said, General Shaban and Modise, come and see me at my place because this matter is very serious.
Ushilo ke noma kukhona ke ubufisa ukusho umayelana ke nokuya endlini noma emzini wakhe ke uadvocate Chauke nali ke manje ithuba lakho yebo ke kwakungempela sonto la asho khona ke ukuthi ke ngicela wena ke nobrigadier Mudise nizeke la kwami ngoba ke udaba lolu lubucayi.
I said previously, my lord, that Advocate Chauke is a principled, seasoned prosecutor.
Ngikushilo ke lokho ngaphambilini ke ukuthi yena uadvocate Chauke waye umshushisi noma umuntu ke oqotho.
He was in charge of the whole province.
Uyena ke owayephethe isifunda sonke.
He said, first of all, I want to hear...
I'm sorry, General, sorry to interrupt, my lord. I think it's unfair for counsel to elicit information on people who are not before court. They are not here to, they are not parties to these proceedings. They are not able to defend themselves. We submit, my lord, that for someone's name to be mentioned, they must first be notified so that if they have any submissions to make, they can do so. Now they hear the names be mentioned and it is put in record what they would have said without them having received the notification and without them being able to respond to that. We submit that that is unfair.
Please the court, my lord. May I kindly respond?
Let Mr. Ramsey respond.
I would also request to respond thereafter. Thank you.
As it pleases the court, my lord, it is so ironic coming from Advocate Baloyi. Let me take it as a deflection. He, during his cross-examination, asked the general to comment on his trip to Mr. Sam Meyiwa and what Mr. Sam Meyiwa said to this witness. Now, if the shoe is pinching, and I'll use the words that they said last week that I'm disrespectful, I'd rather be disrespectful. They jump up and down.
As it is the court, my lord. In addition thereto, I think it's hardly 1 hour 30 minutes in today's sitting. The state requested this witness to comment on a statement that included the name of accused number one's father. Now the question is, did the state in that regard had in mind that it had to issue out a notice that the name of accused number one's father would be mentioned in the cross-examination of this witness? I mean, Mr. Ramsipili used to say, if it is good for the gander, it must also be good for the goose or for the gooses. But it's something along those lines.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Because according to what I'm listening to in this court, accused number one's father was included in the statements. Unlike Mr. Baloyi, Chauke is not included in the statements in this court. It's only what the general wants to say. So the comparison is
That's the same principle.
No, but I'm saying
Yes.
the statement of Gwabeni includes number one's father.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's different. Unlike here, we don't have Chauke's name in a statement.
But ultimately, that's a testimony, my lord. Whether it is contained in a statement or not, that's a testimony which is now before court. Now, but thank you, my lord.
And further, my lord, you see that is the issue with these things. The rules of hearsay are pretty clear. You elicit hearsay, it's like a bed. You make it, you sleep in it, my lord. He's the one that elicited this thing of the interview with Tumelo Madala, then what transpired. When it was the turn to explain why Tumelo Madala was not interviewed and there was a meeting at Advocate Chauke, this witness was at pains to say, my lord, I'm here to testify for justice, not niceties and technicalities. I'm here for justice and the deceased's family. So this witness says technicalities and niceties in search of the truth must fall away.
Yeah, okay, let's hear General. You will ask the question.
Thank my lord. Advocate Chauke said General Shaban and you Mudise.
Wasethi ke u-advocate Chauke wena ke General Shabane nawe Mudise
I understood that you went to KZN to obtain statement of the two witnesses.
Yes.
Or to interview the two witnesses because already, my lord, the statement was already taken.
ngizwile ke ukuthi ke beniye eKZN ukuthi ke niyoba nenhlolo khono nofakazi ababili ngoba ke istatement zona zaseyithathiwe zabo.
Myself, my lord, I said we only managed to take only the interview of one key witness who is the friend of Senzo Moiwa, that is Mtokosi Twala.
Ngase ngithi mina ke ukuthi ke esiphumelele ukuthi sikwenzeke ukuthi ke sibe nenhlolo khono nofakazi oyedwa ke ekwakuumngani kaSenzo Meyiwa ekuumthokozisi Thwala.
He also asked Brigadier Mudisi because he knew that he was always talking to Brigadier Mudisi whether what I was saying was true.
Wase ekhuluma naye ke uBrigadier Mudisi ngoba ke wayehlezi njalo ke ekhuluma naye uBrigadier Mudisi ukuqinisekisa ukuthi lokho engangikusho kwakuyiqiniso.
That is where Brigadier Mudisi said that no, he was the one who was talking, I was listening and here and there also talking to them.
Wasesho ke uBrigadier Mudisi ukuthi kwakuyena ke owayekhuluma mina ke ngangilalele.
And then it's where we said, they said we must never go on to interview Tumelo Madlala.
Sase simtshela ukuthi satshelwa ke ukuthi nje singa lokuthi nje noma singaqali ukuthi sihambe siyokhuluma noTumelo Madlala.
He said, did you interview Tumelo Madlala? We said no.
Wabuza ukuthi ngaba nakhuluma yini noTumelo Madlala sathi cha.
Second time he said, but guys, be honest because now I want to be to have the truth. Did you interview Madlala?
Wase ethi ke ngiyanicela ukuthi nikhulumeke noma ubuza ihlandla lesibili ngoba ke ngifuna iqiniso nakhuluma yini noTumelo Madlala.
Thereafter, Advocate Chauke was very much happy. He said, General Shaban, thank you very much. I know that you guys were honest. It's true. Even me, I got it from Advocate Pretorius that now there is one captain who is going to solve the case.
Wabe esethi ke manje ke yena ke uAdvocate Chauke cha ke naye ke ujabulile ngoba ke naye ke wakuthola kuyena uAdvocate Pretorius ukuthi ke kwakuno captain ke manje owayezoqhubeka necala nokuthi ke futhi ke wayezolithola iqiniso.
The meeting ended peacefully and Chauke was very much happy.
Umhlangano waphela ke ngaleyo ndlela ke kunokuthula nje noChauke nayo ke ethokozile noma ejabulile.
That's why I say it was a principle because once he hear a thing, first of all, he want to confirm himself and not hearsay.
Ingakho ke bengithi ke kwakuyindoda ke eqotho ngoba ke uma ngabe ezwa into ufuna ke ukuyizwela yena ke mathupha hayi ukuthi nje athole inzwabethi.
Thank you, my lord.
Ngiyabonga Nkosi enkantolo.
And at that time, General, did you know where Tumelo Madlala was?
No, I didn't know. What I was told is that now he's also in Durban, but not where this other one was. But it was a separate place.
Ingabe uyazi ukuthi wayekuphi nendawo ke ngaleso sikhathi leso kuTumelo Madlala cha Nkosi enkantolo ngangazi engangikwazi nje ukuthi naye ke wayeseThekwini na ngokufanayo ke njengoThwala kodwa ke kwindawo eyahlukile.
Now, General, regarding the arrest of accused number 12345 on the 636 Foscoras 10 of 2014 matter, you've stated that you are not privy to that. Is that correct?
I'm not privy, my lord.
Ushilo ke ukuthi ngimayela nokuboshwa kwabo ke abasola wokuqala owesibili owesithathu owesine nowesihlanu ngaphansi ko636 2014 awunalwazi lapho yebo ulwazi anginalo Nkosi enkantolo.
Thank you, General. Let me just confirm. Yeah, thank you, General. Those are the aspects that I wanted to clarify with you. My lords, thank you so much. I'm indebted.
Okay.